Hey, welcome to another edition of Who Is, of course, myself, QuickSilva, and today, money, oh my God again.
My God. What's up,
DJ Money, welcome.
Appreciate you having me, man. What's up, man?
I'm blessed, man. How have you been, man?
I'm blessed, man. Listen, I can't complain at all, man. Just working, man. Different hats, not wearing hats.
You one of the only guys I know for a fact that's probably on the road more than me.
Yeah.
Facts. These are all facts, by the way, people.
I'll be on the road pretty consistently by the grace of God, man. But, you know, we here, just different hats, trying to keep it moving, man. But I'm good. I'm glad to be here.
Before I get into really, asking DJ Money questions, if I had to ask you who is DJ Money, how would Money answer it?
Who is DJ Money? Money is a lover of music. Music has always been the passion in the window, and I just kind of like move in that space. You know what I'm saying? I don't kind of force anything, so I would say Money is, love of music. You know what I'm saying? But if you ask me at 3 a.m., I'll probably just say I'm that guy. But
no, come on. Oh my God again. As you should be. Take me back to day one. Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from DC. Well, PG DC. Like I grew up like South Side, and then I moved to Temple Hills after that. And then from there, PG, we stayed in PG pretty much consistently throughout. But, my roots has always been, DMV, DC, same as all of us,
And your DJ career started when?
I always say my DJ career started growing up unbeknownst to me, just listening to music because my father was just such a lover of music and records and stuff like that. But really, to be honest with you, I would say like college. Like I went to Grambling. So college was when I really started. Into high school, college, I was like, oh, you could kind of make it a career. You know what I'm saying? One of my best friends in high school, he used to throw parties with Mark Barnes.
Gotcha.
So first time I went to New Orleans, I used to see Mark and Tigger and Analyze and them doing the parties at the Sheraton, and I used to be like, yo, like what's going on over here? Like what's cracking?
This is crazy.
And this is dream time. So during this time, I'm flying back and forth. I'm seeing how Dream's going, and in my mind, I was like, I didn't have no crew, I didn't have no nothing. So I was just like, if I could just take over this club, I could kind of like run the city. Right. So during that time when I found out that he knew Mark, I just begged him as a young 15-year-old guy. This was, 2005, 2006. Like, please, can you just introduce me to Mark? And I begged him so much that finally, when we went to Essence, he introduced me, and I just asked him to could I just play for him? This is, and I always tell people like, Quick, but I was probably the last ones during the transition, like the pre-Serato days. I'm probably the last one that like made that transition. Like I had the vinyls and the CD jackets and all that. I was the last. I feel like I was the last one. I could be wrong, but
right. I guess.
But yeah, that's kind of how it started. I met Mark. I begged him to spin for him at Dream.
Hey, Shawty, get out my face, Shawty.
Listen here, nigga. You're not fit, Shawty. I just want to let you know, nigga.
You're not fit, Shawty.
That's my guy, though. But seriously, I can't. He asked me to. I asked to spin for him, and he asked me to audition during the day. So I came up there. I'll never forget this day. I came up there. He asked me to spin. So during this time on the first level. And I know you remember this, but folks, like there used to be like the booth used to be where you couldn't see. It was like going up the steps. It was like a small door. So I went in there, played vinyl. I played probably like an hour, 2 hours. So next thing I know, a waitress come up and she's like, "Yo, can you turn it down?" I was like, "No, Mark told me to play." Mark left an hour ago, and I was like, "He left?" He's like, "Yeah." So the next day, I came there and I waited for him. And when he came back, he was like, "What are you doing here?" I said, "You didn't hear me play yesterday." And he was like, "All right, go ahead, play again." You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where it started, to be honest with you.
Hey, what was your...
I never did clubs before that. I only did like, fan functions.
Right.
And shout out to the fam, of course, they always supported me. But, that's never... that's never like the barometer of like knowing if you're good or not.
Gotcha.
So they're gonna support you.
And what I will say, anybody who knows Mark Barnes, that's my OG.
Yeah, of course.
If you can impress Mark Barnes, you can impress anybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because he's probably the hardest owner, promoter, mix in one.
Absolutely.
To keep happy.
Attention to detail is really what he taught me, because he just seeing him clean his own club, stuff that you don't see folks do. Yeah, no,
I always say Mark Barnes is a GOAT. So just so I'm clear, you would say Dream, not Love. Dream was the club that birthed DJ Money.
No, 100%. Well, Love was the birth of Money. I always tell folks that. I was at Dream, but I didn't really. I started hosting out of necessity. Like a lot of folks don't even know. Like I started hosting out of necessity. Analyze my OG, my GOAT. You know what I'm saying? He let me carry his crates. He let me, when everybody was looking at me crazy and nobody liked me because who's the young guy doing this, I played my role. I was at Dream Love for 2 years not getting a dime.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna talk about what I was doing, but I wasn't getting no money from there. You know what I'm saying? So I went there and literally carried his crates. And I just started hosting because he doesn't really talk.
So you were hosting for Analyze at Dream.
Yeah.
Dream Days.
Yes, Dream Days.
And this is on Fridays.
Fridays, third floor, and he used to do Thursdays. So he just started doing Thursdays, the 18 and over parties, and 1223 on Tuesdays. Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah. So that's kind of how I got my start. But when Love happened, that's really was the birth of like me as a DJ. And it's funny because a lot of people didn't even know I spun, minus a couple people in Love, because I never DJ.
And you were known for being DJ Analyze's host.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is my first time hearing that, by the way.
Really?
Because when I think of Analyze at Love or Dream on Fridays, I think of the live broadcast.
Absolutely. So that was me after the broadcast.
So he broadcast live from 10 until midnight. And midnight is the peak of the party.
It's the peak of the party.
So now once the live broadcast is off, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, during that live broadcast, I want to say Antonio the Cuban Cigar Smoke was hosting. Antonio was there.
Yes.
Who else was that back then? I can't remember. I remember Osei, the Dark Secret. That's my guy.
Osei was there.
Gotcha. So they did the radio portion on 93.9.
Absolutely. And they couldn't wait to get out of there.
Right.
And I couldn't wait to get out.
So 11:50 in that last break. All right, live from Love, DJ Loud on 93.9.
Yeah, exactly. And they out of there. So I that really was my thing. But of course, just like spinning and just like when I used to open, I never made it about me. So a lot of people didn't even realize that I wasn't saying my name too much. I was really making it about the party and Analyze. You know what I'm saying?
I would definitely say is when it comes to DJs that can DJ and host, DJ Money is in my top.
I appreciate that.
And anybody else who knows, of course I'm selfish. I'm gonna say I'm the GOAT, but outside of me, but like you, Iron.
Oh my God!
Like it's not that many people that I know that can effectively do it well.
Let me tell you something.
And I tell people, talking on a mic and being a dope host are two different things.
Absolutely. And Iron is the legend.
Best.
Yeah, he's the legend.
He's the best.
I tell folks all the time when people ask me my favorites and Analyze Iron. Like when it comes to that, not just because Analyze is so clean.
Oh, one of the cleanest, by the way.
You know what I'm saying? And Iron, he started so much, and he doesn't get his flowers enough for me.
Oh,
So I literally. Anytime I can let folks know about him, come on. Anytime you started the live broadcast, like that's incredible. Like, what are we talking about here?
Man, come on, clap for DJ Iron, man. The Big Daddy DJ Iron. We ain't got to say pause, and he definitely already confirmed he will be on the Who Is podcast.
Need that
in the next few weeks.
I might just come and just listen. Nah, but he just like always. I tell you one story. One time, Platinum, Zay was playing. I'll never forget it. This is when I was just getting ins where it's like. You first be able to get to the clubs and you're like, yeah, I can get in the club. I'll never forget one time he's hosting and I'm just hearing it. Ivor's hosting and I'm like, yo, it's crazy. To the point where I'm speeding getting to the club. It's not even like 11:30 yet. I'm speeding, get to the club. I get there, line's crazy out the door. I finally get in and I walk in the room and there's no one there. And I go, Iron, what room were you in? He said, I've been right here the whole time.
Sitting in the chair.
I said, bro, I almost crashed my car because I'm trying to find out who this lady is you talking to in this. He said, come on, man. Theater of the mind.
Theater of the mind.
He's one of the greatest, man.
He's not one of. Take it up. I will argue.
Not facts.
Big Daddy Iron GOAT when it comes to a live broadcast.
And we travel. We've heard radio on. It's nothing like what he does, man. Shout out to Iron.
Yeah, he's definitely able to paint a picture in a room with nobody and make you feel like this is the best party alive.
I almost crashed my car. I get there, the line's crazy. I'm like, oh, it's got to be jumping in there. Right. Nobody is in the room.
Nah, man, you just tuned in. Of course, we're talking to my guy DJ Money. Now, so let's just go back to Dream Love Days. Yeah. So now you're hosting with DJ Analyze at Dream. Friday nights live broadcast, Thursdays a Kyle's night. Then eventually you get your own night where you're mixing. That was Love Days?
Yeah, that ended up being. It started being Thursdays because since I was younger, a lot of that crowd was that. But even before that, the first time I ever spun for real to love, I always tell folks this. Shout out to SNS. SNS train was late.
Wow.
Howard Homecoming. I can't remember the year. His train was late. He did get there, but his train was late. And I used to always have my records in the car, just in case.
Just in case. DJ don't show up tonight.
And Mark was like, Thoughty, you got this shit, Thoughty? I said, yeah. What's up? He was like, yo, S running a little late. I need you to get on. I sprinted to the car, and I'll never forget it. Howard Homecoming. So you already know the vibe was crazy in there. Main floor. I probably only spun for like 45 minutes. But that was the first time they got to see me catch a vibe. Now, I will say this, as a perfectionist, the only mistake I made, and this is vinyl, I'll never forget, I played Want to Be Starting Something, and the record skipped. And I was so mad. You know what I'm saying? I was so mad about it. You know what I'm saying? But, it's it is what it is. The vinyl shit. But that literally was like my first time. So after that happened, that was the first night Mark threw me some bread.
He probably gave you $100.
Might have been less than that. You know what I'm saying? That's the first night he threw me some bread. He's like, you all right, so you all right. You know what I'm saying? Cool. I didn't spin again probably 6 months. When they started transitioning to Analyze doing... No, Analyze didn't do it after that. So I think Precise ended up coming in. This is before all that happened.
Gotcha.
So he transitioned to Saturdays. So they asked me to start doing Thursday. So Thursday, I used to open for him. That was like my first time being
open for who?
Analyze. I used to say open for Analyze, and like that literally was like the first time of me being able to have a consistent set. Yeah. So literally, that was during a time where folks started like getting my musical palette, where like I used to play all the new stuff, the hot stuff that folks really didn't know that my demo was listening to. You know what I'm saying? So that was really Thursdays opening for him is like that was my first open.
Got you. Now real quick, you said before all that happened, what happened with Precise? I must have forgot. I don't know if you can you speak on it?
I mean, it was wild. Like
this is a Quicksilva Show exclusive.
No. So and I'm trying to remember everyone that was involved, but it just Mark and Precise got into it about something. So they ended up losing a broadcast for a second.
KYS.
Kiss did, yes.
Wow.
And then that's how Analyze got on with the broadcast.
I did not know that. This is why the Who Is podcast is so important.
Analyze got on, and I might be wrong. I feel like it was Precise though, but Precise was doing it. Then
don't worry, if it wasn't him, somebody be in the comments arguing. They can't wait to argue in the comments.
He used to come on like halfway through because I forgot Precise. I think Precise went to either spin with you at H2O or
I remember because I was at H2O on Saturdays.
Yeah, you was Saturdays. Maybe he was at Zanzibar. He might have been at
Zanzibar on Fridays.
Yeah, so maybe it was Zanzibar. So he might have came to spin with you at Zanzibar. Who spun with you at Zanzibar?
I can't remember because when I was at Zanzibar, I was live.
But it was a different floor.
PGC. Right. He might have been downstairs.
Yeah, it was a different floor.
I did a live broadcast upstairs, and I was live on 95.5.
And by the way, you can tell I was paying attention to everything during that era.
That's crazy. Remember me being on the live broadcast?
Right. I was paying attention to everything. So who was on what? Where was it? Because you gotta understand, I didn't know anyone.
Right.
I didn't know anybody. So yeah. So that's what happened, and pretty much Mark. You already know how Mark get when he turned up.
And back then, first of all, I love Mark, by the way, because Mark can watch like, well, yeah, shorty, I talk about my podcast, shorty. But like Mark is calmed down a lot.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, listen.
Like 90s, early 2000s, MB.
Oh my God.
We can do a whole episode. Matter of fact, Mark Barnes, I need you on the Who Is podcast.
Yeah, no, let's do an episode. We can do a story episode about absolutely
MB back in the 90s and 2000s.
Listen, man.
God.
And I wasn't there for the Republic Garden days. I used to just hear stories.
He was
you know what I'm saying? But I know
he's the best at what he does.
No, absolutely.
But his tempo back then?
Yeah, Dream Love days, I done seen him turn away superstars and not flinch.
Yep. Fuck out of here, Charlie.
Fuck you got on, Thoughty. Like, what the fuck we doing here? You not getting in with this, Thoughty?
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But
that's my guy.
But listen,
we love you, Mark.
Facts. But he curated.
Yeah, he curated. The goat.
He curated. But yeah, he got into it. I feel like it was precise.
Got you.
And then that ended up turning into they had to change the guard because of course KYS didn't want to.
No, I'm not losing that broadcast.
Yeah. And that was literally the first time him on air.
Wow.
Analyze on air.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Super dope.
You know what I'm saying?
So now Saturday nights become your night. That's that I can remember.
Yes.
So when I think of DJ Money, I never knew the story about you hosting for Analyze because I think when you were doing that, you were off the air.
Can I tell you how I got Saturday?
Yes, absolutely.
Shout out to Will I Am. Will I Am,
Black Eyed Peas.
Black Eyed Peas. Will I Am.
Hold on, let me stop that. Give me a round of applause, man. Come on, Lord, give me the claps.
Shout out to Will I Am. They came in on a Saturday night, and I was filling in. And he had so much fun, he started coming back. And one day I wasn't there. And he was like, yo, where's the guy that was there after that? So after that, Mark started putting me on Saturday. So I was doing literally Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So Friday, I was upstairs. I started being upstairs. Saturday, literally was like, was my night. Like
that's my night I know you of.
Exactly. So that's when everybody started doing. So yeah, that's how everyone started to really recognize.
Right.
But I literally was there Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
So I never knew that. And so let me tell you real quick, give your flowers on Saturday. So what year was that? 2006? 07?
7, 8. Yeah,
7, 8. So that's around the time when I first went to KYS.
Yes.
So, and this is before you weren't on KYS.
I wasn't on KYS yet.
Not yet. We're going to get there, everybody. Slow down, all right? So right now, 2007-ish, you're at Love on Fridays. And once again, back then, I was at Ibiza.
Yes.
I was at Ibiza Friday.
Yes.
So I did the live broadcast from Ibiza. So I never got a chance to hear DJ Money.
Right.
So one Saturday, and back then I think I was on Ibiza Fridays, H2O on Saturdays.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but whatever the case may be, let's just say maybe something happened H2O that night.
Yeah.
I stopped past Love on a Saturday. Now remind you, you think I got an ego now. My ego back then was through the roof. I'm the best guy ever when it comes to this party rocking. Yeah. I'm the party kingpin. There's nobody that can out DJ and out talk me the mic at the same time. Yeah. You have great hosts like Iron, great DJs like Analyze.
Of course.
But you didn't have an Iron and Analyze combined.
Of course.
In my mind, I was the only one that can do that like that. So I go, and I heard of DJ Money, but I never heard you live.
I had the streets.
So I knew it, because back then, I knew the name. If you was popular, you knew your name. So I go into Love one Saturday, and holy shit. Oh my God. DJ Money has, for y'all who don't know what Dream of Love was, at one point, this wasn't just the #1 club in Washington, D.C. This was one of the #1 clubs in America.
Absolutely.
These are facts that you can Google, look up.
Absolutely.
When it comes to grossing, when it comes to star
power. They talked about us on ESPN Sports Center.
Right, when it comes to celebrities, you have Dream, Love, you have Live Miami. There's certain clubs that just in that, but Dream was the top dog.
Absolutely.
So I go see this guy at the top dog spot. So I'm like, fuck is this DJ Money? Quick, he might be better than you. Me? I go in there and DJ Money, and I can't remember what you said, but he said something. And then everybody said back and he chanted, and I hear him do a scratch and he dropped. I said, okay. Maybe he got lucky on that one. He made it. But then I'm there for a half hour, and every minute the energy's going boom, boom, boom. So I get to a point, I'm like, okay, this nigga's really good.
I appreciate it.
I'm thinking in my mind, he might give me a problem. Shit, this guy. Woo. But from that moment, I said, oh yeah, he and as we say in the street, he's one of us.
Oh yeah, I appreciate
He's one of us. This guy is certifiable. If you've never seen DJ Money, because I always say we're not DJs, we're performers.
Absolutely. 100%.
And DJ Money is hands down, one of my favorite performing DJs that I've seen in a very long time.
Man, I appreciate that.
And that's how I really got to know who DJ Money was. So now, fast forward, you're the guy. Like you're the guy at the #1 club. Right. Like everybody's had a run with live broadcasts from Analyze to Alizé at one point.
Absolutely.
But I'm just being honest. Money like king Love.
I appreciate
like,
that.
You kinged it. You kinged it. Like,
and I tell you, like, shout out to Mark too, because he kept me on my toes. Because Mark used to always bring folks in to kind of take me out. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna say a bunch of names, but like he used to always be like, "Yo, so and so spending the night." I'll be like, "Where? On your floor?" I'm like, "All right." Like, you know what I'm saying? It's been a lot of people that come through there. You know, and I tell people, like, I now, by the grace of God, I've traveled all around the country. DC is one of the hardest places to play.
It is.
It's one of the hardest places to play because they don't care. And if you make them care, they'll love you. But if they don't care, I've been seeing plenty of times where that floor.
Big name DJs.
Yes. And
a lot of celebrity DJs come to DC and they stink it up.
They stink it up. You know what I'm saying? So I really had to, like, revere in that space, and I respected y'all too. And of course, you know, again, going back to studying, we really Kid Capri, Jazzy Jeff, like Iron, like these people kept the party going at level. And mind you, this isn't now where you come in and you play in an hour.
Oh yeah, no.
I used to play 8 to 2 and not double play a record unless it was a smash.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I appreciate you saying that. And we got rap because, you know, during that time I always said it, like, me and you are both competitive. We competitive in a different way. But we used to have them little, "Oh, what's up, bro? What's up?"
Yeah, we did.
We didn't really talk crazy then. We got, you know what I'm saying? But it was, the conversation then was 1 and 2.
Yes.
It was 1 and 2. And I it was one of those things I always tell folks, like, You coming down, and it's not like a knock because it's a great thing.
It's good.
But y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all had such y'all had it together with the unruly shit. You know what I'm saying? But you was the guy there. So the thing was, everybody, y'all made sure the promotion, y'all made sure there's a lot of stuff that people weren't doing.
We were the marketing king. Alizé gave me my props. Said, he said, you came into the market. It wasn't just that you were better than people. You said you were good.
You came into the marketing.
And he said you came into the market and you guerrilla marketed.
Yes.
Like, you out-marketed all of us. Like, we had dope DJs, but nobody's putting up billboards, flyers, mix CDs. Facts. I mean, I had posters up.
Yeah, I literally had to start doing tapes because y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like the Fat Trail tape, different stuff. I had to start doing tapes to make sure, but I just had the streets. So the thing was, once that happened, I was like, everybody was asking, like, who's the one, who's two? Like, it was me and you for like 4 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only conversation. But I always give you the flowers on that, bro, because you know, not only did you make sure that I started saying my name more because, like I said, everything I did was on the fly, bro. I always tell people, first time I ever hosted and spun together was at Love.
That's crazy.
I never hosted and DJ in my life like that. Now, mind you, of course, you know the parties, like, you would talk, oh, yo, license plate 376, the cars outside. But like, putting it together, putting on the show, literally is just from what I watched and like created my own voice. And what I will say is, during that time, that's when I used to call him the sexy host. Everybody was, haha, ladies, I see you. Look at you. Look at you, ladies. You know what I'm saying? So I just went in there and I was like, okay, y'all not gonna listen? No, put your fucking hands up. It turned into that. And then once I found my voice, that was it.
Yeah, you definitely got the voice, man. I appreciate that. And it's crazy because, like you say, people who have partied with you for decades now, absolutely, they probably, this is their first time hearing you talk. Yeah. Because
I was, you know me too, like, it's work. I go do my thing. Like, I'm so ingrained into this. Right. So where it's like, we hustle the same vibe. Every time me and Quick talk, we talking about some money. And every time we see each other, we getting better. That's what it's about. So I'm always, outside of making sure, you know what I'm saying, seeing what's next or what's going on, you wouldn't catch me in no club back then unless I was working. I think me and you were probably the only 7-night-a-week DJs. Now, one thing I do gotta ask you.
Come on.
Who did?
Hold on. Put my seatbelt on. Let me hold on.
What I will say is, because I had a friend that asked me this, and me and Jay Murphy, we talked about this. He was like, "Yo, like, who did the turn off the lights first, you or Quick?" And I said, "I don't know. I know I did it at first."
It was me.
When did you start doing it at Ibiza?
So I started Ibiza in 2007.
Okay, so
I started Ibiza in 2007.
But remember, I never came to Ibiza.
Right. But before Ibiza, you got to think, and I started the Turn of Light thing in Baltimore. Okay. So 2001, 02, I'm at Hammerjacks on Sunday.
Okay, got you.
And we had the big Turn the Lights off.
Yeah, okay.
So by the time I came to DC, that's what a lot of people, I always tell people how I, king the town was because I study markets. So, I'm originally from Baltimore.
Yeah, of course,
right?
yeah, of course.
But I've been in DC since 2002, really, 03. Right. That's when I really from 03 to present.
Right.
What's that, 23, 24 years, something like that? So, I took a lot of the stuff that I learned from Frank Ski in Baltimore and came to DC because I'm like, it ain't nobody doing this. Like, nobody's hosting and DJing.
There wasn't even no clubs with lights.
So when I got to Ibiza on Fridays, and once again, shout out to the OG Mark Barnes because I know he hates when I say this. Ibiza was the first club that gave Love a run for its money. Because Love on Fridays was king.
That was it.
4,000 or 5,000 people every Friday, with or without an artist. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. But Love was still set up, and Mark still does a great job of setting his venues up where it could be a club or restaurant or lounge or whatever, because it's not so clubby or so restauranty that he can't do both.
Right.
He's capitalized off of that.
Absolutely.
But it never was the Vegas light show.
No,
or the Vegas show where you had the showgirls.
We had minimal lights. We had minimal lights at Love. I mean, they had lights, but it wasn't
a light show.
Yeah, exactly.
Ibiza came into the market. Shout out to Cool Cal, my old light man, because we became a duo. People don't remember the Ibiza DJ booth at QuickSilva. With my
very Miami. It was very Miami.
It was Miami meets Vegas.
Yeah, very.
So in the DJ booth, it was a show. The people that once again I'm giving you the exclusive, since you kind of interviewing me now. But what Ibiza did, and Ibiza, I always said Ibiza was the club that gave me like a crown for me. Like when me and Money were back and forth, it was that 2006 to 09, 10 era when it was like
10.
It was either QuickSilva, Money, us together, or this week Money's the guy. No, Quick got him. So, but 07 Ibiza was the club that people were like, all right, it's Quick for now. Because what happened was Ibiza put me on this humongous stage, 50 feet in the air, damn near, where it's me right here in the middle. I got a light man right here, Cool Cal on my right, controlling my lights. Then I had an effects man on the left. It was 3 people in the booth.
Yeah.
So now, I'm telling y'all now, people don't know this, I will go to Ibiza on like Thursdays during the day, and I'll take Cal, come down. And we were like, yo, I got to figure out how I can look like Vegas and Miami.
Yeah.
I said, yo, moving forward, when the live broadcast started, because before me, shout out to DJ Gemini. You had DJ Gemini and Easy Street that would open up the live broadcast. So they would be live from, let's just say 10 to 2.
And that hurt too. Once it moved from Love.
Right. The broadcast moved from Love to Ibiza. And Mark won't admit it. I love you, Mark, but him or his staff never gonna admit that Ibiza was the club that
listen, I literally
shook the town
for sure. I literally, Saturday was my night, but the competitor in me, I wanted a Friday because I was like, we never had a head-to-head night. Pause. Minus until I went to Fur.
Yeah.
Until I went to Fur, but Fur was a different demo.
It was younger. So, but back to Ibiza Fridays. Ibiza Fridays was the club where, 10 to 12 was Easy Street and Gemini.
Yeah.
12 o'clock, Quicksilva came in. And this was the first time people really saw a show in DC.
Absolutely.
Like, it was no other, even at DC Live Rich days, it wasn't this. So at 12 o'clock, I remember like it was yesterday. I would come on at 12. This is every week, live broadcast. Turn the lights off. I need every light off in here. So the club, remind you, it's 2,000 people in the club.
Yeah.
All the lights go out. I said, before I say anything, I need my lights up. And then when the lights up, y'all know this is my signal to Cal. Right. He would put QuickSilva on all the screens. So just paint this picture. So now, you've never seen this in DC, by the way. So now you got this guy with dreadlocks from Baltimore.
Yeah.
Turn the lights off before I say anything. So now, Like, where my lights at, Cal? Quicksilva, Quicksilva. And I'd be like, all right, we live on blah, 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 blah. Everybody look up here and say, Quicksilva's here. Then all the lights would start, blah, blah, blah. Right. Then I would play whatever my first record is. So then I play my first record. And right when I play my first record, I remember E Street, he recorded this. So I'm like, when I count to 3, I'm telling you now, it's going to get crazy in here. I'm playing whatever. One, 2, 3. All the confetti. Start shooting. Then my dancing, I had dancing girls.
I remember.
My dancing girls would come from under the DJ booth and stand down behind me.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember
nobody's seen it. So now you got this guy, I got live dancers behind me. I got confetti shooting. I got lights that saying, Quicksilva's here, Quicksilva's here, Quicksilva's here. And then that's when the whole turn lights off. And then I would, everybody do me a favor. I need all cell phone lights up only. I need every light off. So now you got 2,000 people that cell phone lights up. Then I would stop the music, talk my shit. But that was the club.
So you gotta remember, I didn't know this.
Right.
That's why he was asking me, because I didn't know this. So at that time, I ended up at Fur. That was the first time I ever had a light guy. Mm-hmm. So me and bro, I was more excited because I was like, oh my god, like I got a light guy. And I'm like, yo. So I was like, yo, you just gotta like follow my lead. So I used to always, when I used to come on, I used to play like classical music. I used to play like an intro. I always had like an intro
performance.
Yeah. So as soon as the intro used to come on, I told him, just watch my hand. I was like, anytime I tell you to just I want it all black. Mm-hmm. So I used to do that. The club would go all black. Everyone's looking around, especially like the youngest. They like, what the?
Because this never happened before. Not in no mega club. You weren't in no mega club where the club went black.
The next thing you know, whenever the first record I'm playing, I'm in the front of the stage. Mm-hmm. So I hit play, walk to the front, talk my shit, walk to the back, and we off to the races. Yeah. So during that time, a lot of folks didn't know. They was like, yo, like, who was out here doing it? And I was like, I can't tell. But if you was already doing it in Baltimore, it makes so much sense.
It's all, it don't matter. But that's what I love about DJing. It's such a competitive sport.
Absolutely.
Like, me and Money were, for people who didn't know, and this is their first time hearing this story, not rivalries, but we both wanted to be number one.
Absolutely.
We still to this day want to be number one. Like we just that's who we are. Yeah. And I love that I love that a DJ Money for me got big in the market because at one point I feel like it was nobody doing what Quicksilva was doing. Like you had super dope DJs, super dope hosts. But nobody was a complete package. Yeah. And when I saw Money, I said, yeah, Money, he gets it. Absolutely. He might give me a little run for my money. Like, oh shit. So it got to a point where we became unofficial rivals.
Yeah, everybody was 1-2. Every time it was 1-2 because Tuesday night when you start, where do you start working on Tuesday? Let me see if
my full lineup. Sure, I think this is probably 07.
Yeah.
So this by 07, when Ibiza came into market, every club, because this was the first club where other promoters would come party.
Yeah.
So this is back in the Dave and Ray days and Omar and the Standard days. And
I did Mondays with them. That's when I had the first Monday party in DC.
Right. So this is when Wayne and Tony first became promoters. Mm-hmm. Like this is all everybody's first days. Yeah. So I want to say I had Monday night, Eden, Rooftop.
Yeah.
Tuesday night.
And I was at Fly on Monday.
Tuesday night I was at Opera.
I was at Lotus.
Wow. Wednesday night, I was at Josephine.
Yeah, where was I at on Wednesday? Oh, I was at home, we turned into Ultra Bar.
So Wednesday night, I was at Josephine. Thursday night, Shadow Room.
Love.
Friday night, Ibiza.
Fur.
Saturday night, H2O.
Back at Love.
Sunday this is before the Sunday Fun Day, because the Sunday Fun Day I had Griffin the Capital.
That was like 2012.
But I'm thinking 07 Sundays.
That was Palladium for me.
Sundays, what was I at on Sundays? I know I played Sundays because I played 7 days. Sundays I was at That was Palladium for me, for sure. I can't remember. Shout out to Palladium, man. Fat Cat. Yeah, the Banana. Analyze. Wow. Sundays. Only place you could play go-go. Yeah. Facts. And a lot of people don't even remember that. You got to think the era when we came in, when we were like really king in the town, none of the downtown clubs really allowed go-go. Now, I will tell you what Mark used to get mad at me about. Don't tell you play go-go in Love or Dream. I did, but I found it. Listen, I'm going to tell you my cheat code. Let me tell you my cheat code. So I used to hound like the bands for acapellas. Mm-hmm. So I used to, so I think Fatty might have been one of the first like high quality acapellas. So I used to start with that and just play it, the acapella. Because technically, Mark, all right, I'm not playing go-go. I'm just playing acapella.
I would play the acapella, of course, the crowd would go crazy.
Okay.
Then I would start the rest of the chants. Keep it gangsta. And I just let them
go. When every crowd you're the first to run.
I would just and that would be my thing. You know what I'm saying? And then whatever the big record was, I'm back. You know what I'm saying? But we would do that 2-3 minutes of love. Just no music, just go chants. Because they wanted it so bad.
God damn you, Mark.
They wanted it so. Sexy Lady was the only one. He eventually let us rock.
He had a rule. Why do you think Mark was like that with Go-Go?
I mean, I think the stigma during that time.
That's why I need you on the Who Is podcast, Mark, so you answer the question too.
Yeah, but I think the stigma during that time was a lot of violence. And respectfully, you know, he's so tapped in with, you know, like the governor, you know, mayor, everybody there. Like, so it's like he wanted to respect what they was doing as well. And he knew a lot of those people was coming to his club. And one thing, and I understood this, one thing he never wanted to happen was a fight to break out doing a go-go song, because it immediately puts it in that thing. I remember he wasn't doing no street artists for a long time until Jeezy. Until Jeezy was going crazy, like he wasn't doing no street artists for a long time. So,
were you there the night Jeezy and Jay-Z did My President?
I was spinning.
So hold on, time out, pause. Do a round of applause. Do a round of applause.
That video, that's was that me S? So
take us. Hold on. Pause. Okay. Take us through the night where Jeezy was at Love, and this is when My President Is Black is on fire.
Yeah.
President Barack Obama, we still call him President Barack Obama, is now becoming the
inauguration weekend.
Inauguration weekend in Washington D.C. First black president.
Traffic is insane.
Jeezy is now performing My President's Black, and we don't know about Jay-Z yet.
No, let's take it back. Let's do it before the night even. So you gotta understand, again, I was still getting my feet wet. I'm there at 5 o'clock. I don't think people understand. I used to be there at 5, 6, 7 to 3 a.m. You know what I'm saying? So I'm there at 5. Lenny S came to the club with about 10 burnt CDs of the remix,
which is My President's
Black with the Jay-Z verse. He's going to he's talking to Mark, you know, and he's like, "Yo, we got to get this off. We got to." So he starts handing the CDs, and this is right before the joint. He's like, "Yo, we gonna give you a record tonight." You know what I'm saying? And when it's time, we'll play it, whatever. At this time, I'm trying to think who I was on the third floor with.
Don't matter.
Okay. I'll be trying to remember, but so at this time, he gives us the CD once the party starts because he know we're not gonna be able to really listen to it and play it. Of course, you know me, I just wanted to sneak in here. So next thing I realized, I was like, oh, Jay is on this joint now. I was like, okay. So Jay doesn't get there till 1:30.
Jay-Z, by the way, people y'all wonder who Jay is.
Yeah, Jay-Z.
You saying in real course, Jay, Sean.
No. Sorry. Jay-Z doesn't get there till like 1:30, something like that. I might be lying, but when I say everyone was there, everybody was there. So it was me, Ben Ami, Analyze, we all on the floor the first time that he's played. Jeezy has never heard the verse. So now they're telling us, like, run it. We run the verse. Of course, y'all could Google the video. Like, you can see everything that happens. So after that happens, I literally go upstairs and play it another 5, 6 more times.
Right. Back to back. This record's on for an hour, people.
On different floors. So if you was trying to leave the floor and go down, listen, it was a different time. You gotta say, like, that's everyone's gonna ask, like, you know, when do we break records and stuff like that? Energy creates breaking records. You know what I'm saying? People forget that. And during that time, when that shit happened and they came and brought us that and was like, we're gonna make it a moment, that was such an amazing, that night was incredible. That was an incredible night.
So just take me through that night once again. Jeezy never heard the record.
Never heard the song.
So Jeezy plays the record because the video I saw, Jay-Z was actually performing the song.
Yes, no, so that's the first time. So that's the first time. So they're literally going to us like, yo, play the song. You know what I'm saying? But of course, you know, anytime Hov is talking, when he tells us to stop, we stop the record. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. You know what I'm saying? We stopping the record, whatever. Shout to S again. You know what I'm saying? So we up there, and I think I'll say 6 times before we really got through the verse. You know what I'm saying? But if you go watch the video, you can see, like, Jeezy, he knew that he did something, but he hadn't heard it. So he's just like, he had to literally hear that shit in the club for the first time. It was crazy.
Man, shout out to Jeezy, shout out to Jay-Z. That's such a historical moment.
Oh my God.
Has been documented. I'm so glad. I don't know who recorded that video that went viral.
Who knows?
But like, whoever recorded that video, let's give you a round of applause. We don't know who you are.
That's one thing I do.
Put your name in the comments. If you know who that was, somebody tag.
That's one thing I do wish, and it's funny. One thing I do wish, and I gotta find tapes, because during that time it felt like I was so trying to just find my way. I wish I filmed so many, because there's so many nights. First time Drake came there, when Antonio the Cuban cigar smoker set me up when DMX didn't show up.
All right, so give me this story. I've never heard this story before. What happened with Antonio the Cuban cigar smoker and DJ Money? This is at Love.
So everybody knew I was very passionate, trying to get on, whatever. During that time, he knew me, but he didn't really know me well. So Antonio didn't know me well. So he's like, when he used to get off, I used to be like, yo, bro, like, please let me just hold the mic, let me get on. He's like, young, and I got you, relax. You gonna do it, whatever, I got you. But he never really give me the mic. He would always take it back up. Yeah. I used to have to go back up and wait, or he will go missing, and nobody's hosted on the main floor after the broadcast or whatever. So during this time, Mark started doing like 2-night shows with artists, like Fat Joe, Avant, DMX. So he would do Friday, Saturday.
Gotcha.
Almost like a Fillmore before the Fillmore got
Gotcha, not understood.
So, Antonio, one night, I'm in the Red Room, and shout out to everybody that remember Love Red Room. I'm in the Red Room cooling. Now, mind you, I always tell people, like, a lot of folks didn't know, at that time, I couldn't drink at all because I wasn't even of age. So I used to just be in the Red Room cooling or whatever. Now, what I used to do is ask the bartenders to make me, like, colorful drinks, so the women would think
right.
that I was drinking. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out DJ Money.
So one day I'm in the Red Room. He goes, Money, what's up? I said, what's up, man? What's up? You good? He said, at this point, I didn't stop asking him. I was like, I know you're gonna run off. I'll just wait and I get it. He goes, you know what, man? Yo, you've been killing. Like, you wanna host tonight? I was like, for real? He's like, yeah, absolutely. He was like, yeah. He was like, yo. He said, yo, just go out there. He was like, yeah. So he had me host for a little bit. He said, nah, you sound good. He's like, yo, I tell you what, just do me a favor. Mark just told me to do something, but I want you to just do it for me. Yeah, whatever. Just go out there and tell them that DMX is not coming. I said, what? Wait, what? Just go out there and tell them that DMX is not coming. It's all good. Like, yeah, you got it.
It's nothing.
You got it.
It's nothing.
Bro, I went out there, and that's probably one of the first times I was, like, nervous. I was like, I don't know what to say. Mind you, I can't even tell whoever's spinning what's going on, because I got to make the announcement now, because we got to get
now
back.
You're on stage. The lights on.
The lights is on. And I think that's the first time I almost got booed out the building. So
what happened? Give.
So I ended up, and I hit him with the, come on, bro. I said, no, this is what you wanted. You got to do it. I said, all right. So I go out there. I'm like, yo, like, New York, Jersey, listen.
You getting everybody ready.
Getting ready, set for failure. That's what I was getting them ready for. I'm like, listen, New York, Jersey, listen. We love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow night, the dog will be here. Then everybody's starting, and then it's starting to click. Everyone's like, what do you mean tomorrow night the dog's gonna be here? So y'all need to just get ready, because I didn't want to overtly say it. I was like, so, you know what I'm saying, just get ready, the dog is gonna be here. Shout out to the Rough Riders. Hey, yo, analyze, let's get, and you just start seeing people like, and at this point, folks is like, yo, is he really not coming? So then you started to see folks so then the next time they shut the music down, because they tell me, like, no, you got to tell them he's not coming. All right. So they shut the music down, and I go, yo, if you got tickets, unfortunately the dog not going to be here tonight, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? You see, boom, no, it's okay, yo, the dog going to be here tomorrow. So I'll never forget that. But at the same time, it was a lesson, because it's sometimes you got to go out there and have those hard those moments or whatever. So it's one of those things.
So they booed you off the stage.
Oh, they booed me off the stage. I don't think I left the red room after that. I think I just stayed in the red room. I was just hosting in the back after that. Like, he probably got where my Aries?
He got his first drink that night. Yo, I need a drink.
Where my Aries at? But shout out to the Cuban cigar smoker. I'll never forget that. He probably don't even remember that, but that was that. I'll never will forget. I'll never forget. I say, yo, you really gonna just this is my first this when you want to give me the mic? All right, bet. Like,
definitely set you up for failure.
Definitely did, but it's all good.
So now you killing love, you king of love, you got fur.
Yeah.
How did you end up on 93.9? Because I feel like Dion, shout out to Dion Burkett, said something like she came to love one night and heard you. Yeah. It was like, we need this guy on the radio.
First of all, shout out to God, okay? Because I'm gonna tell you what happened. Cedric the Entertainer took Dion and them's table upstairs.
Dion Burkett,
she's the program director at Kiss at the time.
Kiss at the time.
Yes.
So Steve Hakewood, I believe.
Yes. So she had the whole marketing staff. P. Stu was with him. The whole thing. Oh, and by the way, this was the famous Gilbert Arenas birthday party.
If y'all don't know that, just Google Gilbert Arenas birthday party. It's still to this day arguably the biggest party that they've ever seen.
Listen,
not just in Washington D.C. I'm gonna say in America. Bro, shout out to Mark Bonds again.
Listen. The Black Card experience, that was nuts. You know what I'm saying? Flew everybody in. It was crazy. Like, so literally I'm on the first floor from 5 p.m. to what time I ended up getting off? Like 1:30. I think Harry Hodder came at like 1:30, something like that. So I started to move around. So from 5 to 12 or 5 to whatever it was. Cedric the Entertainer, I guess they double booked the table. He ended up coming. So they moved Dion and a whole Kiss staff to my floor behind me. So literally I'm just playing, not paying no attention, just doing what I'm doing.
You have no idea who this is?
No idea who these people are. I mean,
you never know DJs who's listening, by the way.
You never know. You know what I'm saying? So P. Stu came up to me and said, what's up? Because I knew Stu. But he said, oh yeah, I'm over here with the fan. Oh, bet. But I'm just doing my thing. Next thing I know, Stu come up to me. He's like, yo, you killing? He was like, yo, like, you know, Dion and them, they said they want to meet with you. I'm like, who's Dion? He's like, nah, she's the program director at Kiss. Like, and mind you, I'm gonna tell you something else that's crazy. And this is just a personal side of me. I wanted to be on KYS so bad. Iron, Angie, I think you were there then.
Q&A Invasion, Quick and Angie.
Yeah, you were there then. The kitty of the city was
Jeannie
there.
Jones.
I think G had his. Was G
Big
still
G?
on
Big G had a weekend shift. Easy.
Sunday, right?
Yep, Sunday.
Easy was there, and I just want to be on Kiss so bad, just because they were outside where I was outside.
We were it.
Yeah. So at the time, I'm gonna tell you something real. I'm not just saying this just to do this. Literally, if it wasn't that week, it was the week prior. I was like, fuck it. Like, I was trying everything possible to get on Kiss, and they just wasn't messing with me. And I literally, that week, just gave it to God and was like, fuck it, like, whatever, bro. If it's not for me, it's not for me. You know what I'm saying? And literally the next week at the Gilbert Arenas party, Cedric the Entertainer bumps their table. They come down, they hear me. And I'm at the station
Monday.
Monday. I'm at the station on Monday. So I always tell folks, I'm like, yo, that was one of the wildest, you know, God is real things for me, you know what I'm saying, during that time of my life, you know what I'm saying? And I had so much stuff going on. I think during that time I had like a 91 Jetta. I was not getting it, y'all. Like, I need y'all to understand. Right. You know what I'm saying? Money it's about money, but it's really just about being consistent. Facts. and being that person that folks can depend on. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it's about. So it was so wild that during that time that happened. I literally had just said, man, fuck this. Like, they don't want me. Right. It's all good. Next week.
You on there right?
Crazy.
Right. The power of consistency, man. I tell people all the time, you never know who's listening. Never listening, because it only takes, you can be wrong 1,000,000 times and right one time, or you can get 1,000,000 no's and then one time you're at love at the right night with the right people, and just like that, it changes your life.
Can I tell you a funny story about that?
Absolutely.
The funniest thing I've seen at it. First of all, that party was a I have arrived party for me, and what I mean by that is one of those things where I'm watching people and I'm like, this is nuts, because you gotta understand, Gabrielle Union is on my floor at the bar drinking a beer. T.I.'s just walking around, like, It was just so crazy. Everyone's there. So when I get off,
I feel like Oprah might have been there that night.
Man, I can see it. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody was there.
Yeah, so I remember going upstairs, starting to see every floor. I'm like, let me just go to every floor. I'll never forget this. This is one of my favorite things, just to say how wild stuff was that night. I go up to the 4th floor. Yes, there was 4 floors, ladies and gentlemen. Go to the 4th floor. Damn, who was spitting? It might have been Clue, but I might be lying. Whoever was spinning upstairs, VIP, I never will forget it. AI was sitting there with his own jersey on. Allen Iverson is sitting there with his own jersey on. Okay, his own jersey, like he in a game. Right, with Mariah Carey between his legs, drinking and smoking. I said, yo, this is a wild life I live, y'all. This is
Mariah Carey.
It's Mariah Carey.
This is Allen Iverson.
I'll never will forget that. I said, this nigga AI got on his own jersey, outside of the game.
He got Mariah.
He got on his own throwback. This is nuts. This is a wild. Yeah. So that was a wild time, man. That was
hands down. Shout out to Mark Barnes again. I know people like, yo, Mark got more shout outs on this episode than anyway.
I mean, listen,
he's the GOAT.
Yeah. And also too, like I said, like I always give him his flowers because at the end of the day, I didn't know no one in the city, and he took a chance on me. Not even knowing what I could do when I didn't know what I could do. So I always got to give him his flowers, you know what I'm saying?
Same here, man. He definitely,
for sure.
He opened the doors for not just me and you, a lot of everybody. DJs, hosts, bartenders, managers, barbacks,
promoters own clubs now.
I mean, promoters own clubs now, and 90% of the promoters that own clubs all started under the Mark.
Yeah,
the Mark and shout out to Taz as well.
Yeah,
the Mark and Taz umbrella.
Oh my God.
The Mark and Taz umbrella. So now Love happens, Dream happens. Now you're on 93.9 KYS.
Well, even before that, so mind you, when I started doing the weekends, the first time I branched out, Monday nights, fly on Mondays. So that's where really I started to get my reps in, because I used to play like hip hop early on. Then once the game was over, because remember, this is during the time where the Wizards used to play like Monday, Thursdays. So after the game, they used to come to fly. You know, so shout out Mari, shout out Mason. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a time. So during that whole time, that's when I started to really get my reps, because I felt like, not that I was stagnated at Love, but it almost felt like I was growing as a performer, but I needed to grow my brand. You know what I'm saying? And so during that time, I was like, yo, I got to really step out. You know what I'm saying? Lotus on Tuesdays, though, was the one that really got the city shaking for me, because that was me versus the world. And what I mean by that is Ibar had Analyze, Zay, Kenny Burns
on Tuesdays. You had me at Opera.
Yeah, you at Opera. But you at Opera came a little late. Okay. Remember, we started Lotus before then, but then when Tuesday started cracking, everybody's like, nah, we got to get this other Tuesday party.
Gotcha.
That was the party that, I'm not going to say I took out the party, but it was literally just me. I was just literally hosting 9 to 2 every Tuesday, to the point where everyone's like, yo, y'all got to go see this kid. I got to go see him. Like, he is killing. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, I couldn't even really see the whole. Have you ever been in Lotus?
Come on,
I couldn't really even see the dance floor. So I'm really flying blind. You know what I'm saying?
Theater of the mind. Shout out to Iron.
I'm really flying blind. But that party really set me up to like really get everybody to know who I was. Yes, everyone knew me from Love and knew they see me at Love, but Love has such a consistent crowd. I knew I was going to have people. Tuesdays, you know what I'm saying? Two-Tone, shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? They that was like the first ones that they saw me and was like, yo, you the next one. We want to bring you on. We don't want nobody else. And we literally built that party up from 10 people to 1,000 people. You know what I'm saying?
That's so crazy.
And literally, Ibar stopped doing that party because all the bad girls, everybody wanted to go there. And even if they did go to Ibar, they would start at Ibar.
Right.
and then come to Lotus.
What years was that?
That was around the same time. It was like 08, 09, going into 10. That's why I said, I was like, it was me and you from like 7 to like 11, bro.
7 bro.
Because I didn't start going on tour till 2010.
Got you.
I ain't started going on tour until 2010, so yeah.
Got you. So let's stay there for a minute. You just tuned in. Of course, we're talking to my guy DJ Money to find out who is DJ Money. 2010, you said you start going on tour. You start going on tour with who?
Raheem first.
Raheem Devon
first.
Got you.
Raheem and Phil Ade. Then I did Mac Miller.
Gotcha.
After that, rest in peace, Mac. So those were, but Raheem, he saw me at Lotus on Tuesday, him and Dre, and they were like, Raheem he wanted to do like the track dates and see how you are. I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And again, on the fly, first time spinning, doing stuff, like figuring it out, you know what I'm saying? Right. Not because then, his shows are very different from the clubs. So, with him being a singer, I had to not do too much.
Right.
I had to make sure whatever records I played, work with what he was performing, like that. I just learned a lot during that time. Shout to Raheem DeVar.
I toured with Raheem DeVar on the Sequence Gin Tour. We did 30 cities. Me, him, and Lil Mo. Raheem, hands down, one of the best performers of our generation.
Absolutely,
he doesn't get the flowers he deserves. But if you've never seen Raheem DeVar live, you're doing yourself a disservice. He's that good.
And it's funny because he just went viral. Of course, he went viral. But I always tell people, you got to go see the whole show of him. He has these women going crazy.
Facts.
8 to 80. You know what I'm saying? Going crazy. So it's one of those things where, they really helped me push it. And of course, my guy Phil Ade, me and him grew a bond that will never be broken. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, I met Mac doing a tour with Phil. And me and him built a rapport.
Mac Miller, by the way.
Yeah, Mac Miller. And me and him built a rapport. And he was just like, one time his DJ couldn't get in to Canada, I think. Yeah, it's Canada. And he was like, yo, can you do the show? Whatever. And after that,
you locked in.
Yeah, we was locked in. So anything international, I pretty much did with him for about 3-4 years. So Australia, Japan, Canada.
Give a round of applause,
you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mac, man. You know what I'm saying? I never thought music would take me around the world, let alone out my basement. You know what I'm saying?
As you're speaking about Mac Miller, y'all toured together for years, built the friendship, but unfortunately, we know he passed away. Where were you when you got the news that Mac Miller passed away?
I was actually here. I actually just came back from seeing him probably like a month before. I was here. I think Q, which was his right hand at the time, gave me the call. And it was crazy because at that time, it was a lot of death around me. My boy BK had just passed not too long before that. So I kind of went out there and shot to him, like, you know what I'm saying? He let me sleep on his couch because I was kind of like, I was kind of overspitting. Like, I just didn't have the love for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just in the mode of, I was just spitting just to spit. A lot of that year, I don't even really remember, to be honest with you. I tell people that a lot of times because once he passed and he was my roommate and stuff too at the time, I literally like my brain function was wild during that time. So I literally went to Cali, asked Mac if I could sleep on his couch just because I wanted to get my mental together, and I ended up being there for like 2-3 months. We went through a bunch of stuff, and it's ironic because even the second time I went out there with him is how me and Wale linked up. So after that happened, me and Wale during this time is just starting to build more of a rapport again. I'm back home in DC, and I get the news that he passed and how he passed and stuff like that. So I literally was here getting gas, you know what I'm saying? And found out. And, like, his fam is so close-knit, they really didn't want a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? I definitely went to Pittsburgh to go see the park for him and different stuff like that, but like, he was a special artist, man. He was, and one thing I will say, I feel like God puts me with a lot of artists that are about the music because he knows I'm always music first, no matter what's going on. I'm music first. So, like, rest in peace to Mac, man,
And just not detailed, but he passed from overdose. That's right, man. Rest in peace to Mac Miller. Such a I remember hearing about that. Like I said, I met him maybe once, but I didn't know him like that. And I knew that was your guy. And I want to say, I feel
like you might have reached out too.
I remember sending you a text. I was like, I don't want call money because I know right now his phone probably blowing up. But I just sent you a text like, yo, heard about your man, sending my prayers to you and to his family, man. Because like you say, in this business, you don't meet a lot of people that are just genuine friends that's not hitting you only when they need something.
Right.
So I just want to let you know at that moment, you my guy, man. I know you're on the road and definitely send my prayers out. But as you mentioned, around that same time, you and Wale really link up.
Yeah,
so a lot of people know you now for being like Wale's, not just DJ, but I don't even know what your title is. Like,
he's just my guy, man. I want to see. I want to see the city.
Real quick, like DJ Money has unofficially become like the go-to guy for Wale. I mean, that like if Wale has a radio interview and he's running late, we're calling DJ Money. Wale supposed to do a verse, he didn't send it back, we're calling DJ Money. Wale has a show and he's not a sound check yet, we're calling DJ Money. We know he has a road manager, we know he has an assistant, we know all that, but we're calling DJ Money.
I mean, listen, that's my guy, and I'm glad that we have built such a rapport that, you know, he trusts me enough in these spaces. And like I always tell people, you know, he's put me in so many rooms that, you know, that I one, I might not be able to get in, but two, also showing the value of me in these rooms. Facts. So I always appreciate him for that, just from a musical aspect, because, you know, a lot of people, you know this, but a lot of people don't know, I also produce, I manage artists. So a lot of that stuff, you know, when I'm a person, when I put on whatever hat is on, I'm in it like full freight. You know what I'm saying? So A&R style, if I'm working on a project, I'm in it. You know what I'm saying? Management style, if I'm of service and I'm in it. You want me to produce for you, I'm fully in it. I try not to half-ass do anything. So
these are facts.
Yeah, so one of the things with him, during that time, me and Mac, I was out there, Malibu, at his spot, and Wale posted a tweet about some food thing in Cali, as he does. And I remember hitting Sneaker Man Dan and him and being like, yo, y'all in LA? He's like, yeah. I said, yo, I'm out here. He was like, oh, you know, he told me what spot that they was at. They hit Dan, I hit Dan. And I was like, yo, let me pull up on you. I pulled up on him, I sat, watched him record. This is, he was recording the album About Nothing during this time. So I'm talking to him and Dan, and, you know, we talking about DC Home and the whole thing. He's playing me some records, and anybody that knows me as a producer, I'm not a person that makes 100 beats. I'm a person that when I'm inspired, I make music and stuff like that. So a lot of times when I make stuff for people specifically, I'll send it to them specifically, or I won't play it for no one until I play it for them. So I had like a little small folder for him, and he was like, yo, you still making beats? And I started playing one.
Right.
Started playing a couple. As I'm playing them, he goes, yo, he tells his engineer, yo, can you pull up, he says the name of the song, whatever. And he plays it, and he had already rapped on it, not knowing that I had produced the song.
What was the song?
No, it never came out. Oh, but just the fact that he had forgotten, he was like, damn, I forgot, like, you really be on the music stuff. Like, yeah, bro, like this.
Did you produce any records for Wale? Did I know?
I mean, A&R wise, I did On Chill, of course. I put that whole record together. Shout out to Eric.
Come on, give him a round of applause.
That's probably like my biggest record with him that I've done. But of course, like everything from like Fashion Week, Fluctuate, More Love. It's a lot of records I did for him.
Let me stop from there for a second. For those who don't know, this is how dope of a not just DJ and performer that Money is. Producer, A&R, board op, everything else. Like, he's that guy.
I did.
So I had a very short-lived artist career.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Let me give you your flowers.
Right, I forgot about
Who
this.
Is podcast is about me giving you your flowers.
Okay, I appreciate it.
So, in 2009, I come out with a song. Where they do that at?
Yeah.
And I had another party record I've been called Hands Up Now.
Yeah, Hands Up.
So shout out to DJ J Butter, by the way. J Butter's a producer for both of the beats. Yeah. But he would produce the beats, give me the beats, and I would have to go in the studio. Rest in peace to Chucky Thompson. Yes. Because I was recording at Chucky Thompson's studio. Yep. And then I would go from his studio to my man Cliff's studio. Yep. Shout out to Cliff.
Shout out to Cliff Jones, man.
CEO Cliff Jones, my guy. But was it Hands Up Now? Where do that?
It was Hands Up.
Hands Up Now. So now I'm in the studio and I don't even know who was running my boards. Like I don't know who it was, but look, Who Is podcast isn't about talking bad about anybody. Let's just say I'm frustrated because now I got this super dope beat, and this is when I was like really on my, I'm touring now with artists, so this is when Cal is becoming big, and rest in peace, Fat Man Scoop is on fire. So I'm like, look, I'm known as a party DJ. I should start making party records. So I got this you know, and me and you both, we were known for chanting in the club. So in the club, I always be like, single ladies, where you at? Put them hands up now. But I would say it like over whatever beat I'm playing. Of course. And so now I come up with the concept of making this record. So now I write the record up. Single ladies, where you at? Shop, job, where my ladies at? I'm just chanting like I'm performing. And I got this beat. And I'm in the studio. I'm not exaggerating, y'all. I had to been there for 7-8 hours. And the guy just couldn't get it on beat. Like when I say couldn't get it on beat, like I'm like, no, yo, I need to go say single ladies. And right when I say stop, drop, the beat drop. And so now I got to a point where I'm like, yeah, this shit not gonna work. Yeah. All in, I don't even know why you were there.
Yeah, I probably just was up there because I used to just come up there and work.
So DJ Money just walks in. Yeah. And remind y'all, I've been in the studio for 7-8 hours. Yeah. This shit is not working. So DJ Money, he must could tell I was frustrated. No, I'm like, you're like, Quick, what's up? I'm like, I'm good. Like, you good? I'm like, fucking, I'm trying to get this shit more work. He's like, what's wrong? I say, I'm trying to get, trans single ladies, where he at? You're like, can I try?
Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
Yeah. So I play it. And he listened to like, yeah, that's just off. Yeah, that's off. Yeah, he didn't bring it on the one. He's like, yo, give me a sec. He's like, yo, you mind? So whoever the board out was, there must have been somebody working in the studio. I can't even tell you who it was. You remember who it was?
No, I don't remember.
Whoever you are, I'm sorry.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to you. You couldn't get it right.
It's all good.
For the purpose of this podcast, your name was Can't Get Right. Yeah. Can't Get Right. So DJ Money, real respectfully, like, yo, you mind, yo, if can I try? He's like, just go ahead, man. Quick's man, such a pain, maybe. I'm like, so he's like, no problem. Yo, Money, I can't make this up. It might have been 3 minutes. Money literally sits there, listens to the song in the headphone, and he's like, so then he takes the vocals, and I'm just watching him. I'm watching him. So he like, all right, Quick, go back in the booth now, listen to this. So mind y'all, I've been there for 8 hours. I'm frustrated. I go in the booth, and I've already got an attitude, because I'm like, this nigga's, fuck it. I'm listening, I'm like, oh my God, this is it. I'm like, nigga, how you say I just did this, whatever. I don't know but I did this, I tweaked it, I made sure that the BPM was there, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, you did this in 3 minutes. I've been there for 8 hours. He's like, yo, you should have called me quick. I'm like, nigga, I didn't know you do this. I'm not saying Money. I didn't know you. I know you DJ.
Nah, I got friends that I'm not gonna lie.
Anybody who's ever played My Hands Up Now records, you'll thank DJ Money. He ended up, I don't know, because I'm not gonna say you didn't produce the beat because DJ Bud did the beat. So what do you call that?
I just engineered. I just engineered the
set. He put that song together. I'm not exaggerating. It might have been realistic time 20 minutes tops. Yeah. And the version that you hear, 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like, I have friends of mine. Shout my man L. Like, he always gets on me about like not telling the world all of my gifts
and how good you are at it.
Yeah,
something that a guy couldn't figure out 8 hours, you figured out in 20 minutes.
Yeah,
and perfected it, mastered it.
Yeah,
like quick. All right, here you go. Send it out to the DJs. It's ready now. Press go. I'm like,
I remember that. You know what's funny about that? And during that time, and I don't think you knew this either, but during the time where I was trying to really perfect love, like during that time, I started, before he started paying me for spinning, shout out to Chris Ransom.
Chris is my guy.
Chris, yeah. So the only reason I started getting money is because I used to edit all the commercials for y'all at Kiss for the Love joints, and nobody knew that. I didn't know. And that's where the Oh My God came from.
Wow.
That's where the Oh My God came from.
Oh my God. Oh my God again.
Remember how, Puffy used to always send 3-4 minute just full on joints of like him just talking, and they just let you do whatever. So one time I'm editing a Howard Homecoming commercial. Mark Barnes and Diddy together. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God again. I said, damn, that was fire.
Who's that saying that?
That's Puff.
So that's Puff when you drop.
Yeah.
You still play it?
Yeah, of course. I
believe that low.
Also too,
I believe that low.
Yeah, but also too, it's one of those things where no one even know until I say it. No one even realized.
I never knew that. Oh my God, it was Puff until this moment.
So of course, going into what how we grew up, I always wanted my Funk Flex Bomb, my version, of course.
It's quick.
My version, I've always wanted that. And I've tried different things during that time. I had the money, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Money.
I had that.
Who's that?
That's from, what movie is that? It's not Casino. I got to ask. Analyze, he another one. He gave me that. He gave me the clip of Everything Is Money and Don't Forget It. And I took the money and then just did the lay to it. But damn, I forgot what movie it was. But I think it was like one of those like gangster flicks.
Gotcha.
So I got that from that. But I've always wanted, during that time, we bringing records back. I wanted my Funk Flex bomb. So I remember putting that to the side. Finished the edit of the joint. Of course, selfishly, I did not put that in the commercial. You know what I'm saying?
Smart man.
So I ended up taking it, and one day, and I can't even remember what song it was. It might have been like a Big Sean song or something. I'm on with Angie, and I play a song, and then I stop it, and I hit the oh my god again, and I play it again, and my Twitter just started blowing up.
Oh my god again.
My Twitter just started going crazy, and I said, I got it. This is it.
Shout out to DJ Money. This is my guy. You can't tell. I say, like, we got so much history, man.
Yeah, man.
So, like you say, for anybody just tuning in, DJ Money, Love, Dream, KYS, rest in peace, Mac Miller, Wale.
Yeah.
Now DJ Money is certified. Like, he is radio, producing, touring, performing by himself, performing with artists.
Trap karaoke.
You know
what I'm saying?
How'd you get down with trap karaoke? Like, how'd that happen?
Well, so they used to come here during like Howard Homecoming and stuff like that with like Austin and Low Key and different stuff like that. And they used to do this thing called the hometown set. Yeah. So I did one for Howard and of course went crazy. So just shout out to Jay. Jay pretty much
Murph.
No. Jason who owns it.
Oh, gotcha.
And he saw me and was like, "Yo, can you come and do Philly?" I said, "Yeah, sure." Smash Philly. Yo, can you come and do Smash Carolina?
Just lock me in.
No, the funny thing is he didn't at first. I only was doing East Coast. So as it grew, we started like doing a couple of days here and there. Then I really want to say it was either Houston or Charlotte. I did one of the shows, and backstage he called me the next day and was like, "Yeah, I think I just want you to do the whole tour." So we've been been rocking for about 6-7 years now. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, we gotta stop, man. Get trap karaoke around the applause.
Man, I appreciate that. Yeah, so
people know if you ask 5 different people who DJ Money is. You'll get 5 different answers. Like DJ Money, that's the guy who does trap karaoke. DJ Money, that's Wale DJ. DJ, that's Mac Miller DJ. Yeah. That's coming from KYS. That's him from Dream. Yeah. Like you've worn so many hats. Yeah. And then let's stay in the artist bag for a second. Wale we know, Mac Miller we know, Raheem DeVaughn we know, but you recently got your own artist now.
Alex Vaughn.
Shout out to Alex Vaughn. Give her a round of applause.
Foggy Raw is also, his album is coming. So I've always wanted to be boutique in that spaces because I wanted artists that were like 10-pole artists, or artists that can tour, that are special, artists that you can't find, artists that just not a moment artists, and those two artists that they trust me to help with their careers. Alex has been doing her thing crazy, and it's funny because that's someone that I'm not gonna say no one knew her, but like people in the industry didn't really know her, and I literally remember having a conversation with her and Lena, and they was looking at me crazy, and I was like, look, I've been looking for a female act for a long time with this, and I can't promise a lot of things, but I can get you a record deal. Right. And she was like, whatever. I was like, all right. 2 years later, you know what I'm saying?
The record deal happened.
We had the record deal. And the good thing is, like I said, now we're at a place now where she has her own motion. And it's funny, even during that time, I used to tell her, don't tell nobody I manage you. Like, just don't tell nobody. Like, I never wanted it to be a thing of like, Wale's DJ manages her or anything like that. I wanted people to fall in love with her. But once they fall in love with her, it don't matter who it was. So that's kind of where we at. Same thing with Foggy. Foggy Raw, he has been an exceptional talent here in the DMV, way past rap, poetry, and different stuff like that. Like, he's such an amazing spirit too that folks don't even realize. And I remember me and him talk like 2015, 2016, and I used to love his stuff. So us linking together finally in the last like year or two has been divine. You know what I'm saying? So now he's about to drop his debut album for the first time. That's so like, you know what I'm saying? I've always, I've always been of service to grow the next wave of artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's the only way DMV can grow. You know what I'm saying? And I know we always have the fake DC Baltimore banner, but we banter, but we support each other.
Facts. In
that way. And I think we always stronger together. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts. currently, what is DJ Money actively like really doing, working right now?
I honestly, for the first time in my life, for the past like 2 years, have a nice system of kind of doing it all. Finally, right? So I manage artists still, of course, but you know, I separate the time during the week. But now with Trap Karaoke moving in a way, you know, I kind of got that schedule set, and radio, even me, you know, diving back into that. You know what I'm saying? Right. I finally have a space in that, and even me dropping. You know, me and you were the only ones really dropping chant records and projects and stuff like that. Even me dropping more music this year. You know what I'm saying? That's really my focus. My focus is to die empty. You know what I'm saying? I really want to make sure that, you know, I've always been a man of service, which I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? And you know, just like you said, like a lot of people don't know a lot of stuff, and maybe it's to my detriment. Sure, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Right. But at the same time, I wanna make sure that when it's all said and done, and you go back and look at, if there's a trading card, right, they're not going to be able to fit all the accolades on the trading card.
Big facts,
you know what I'm saying? So
I just saw you post recently that you were back on 93.9.
Yep.
Shout out to A+.
Yeah, shout out to A+.
Come on, give it A+ around the applause.
Saturdays,
that's my guy.
9 to 10, we going to start there, and then, you know, we going to see where it goes.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? I always said, like, even that, you know what I'm saying? Angie, like, me doing the morning show, like, it's not many things I haven't done, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell people that all the time, like, from festivals, I always remember like people telling me the festival scene wasn't going to work. Like, there's too many people. When I started doing festivals, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to G-Eazy, you know what I'm saying? I went on tour with G-Eazy, Tory Lane, Rocky Fresh. Like, these are things that folks, every time when I start doing stuff like that, you know, I'm a risk taker. Yeah. So a lot of times when people see me do these things, they're like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? But I also, just like you said, consistency, even with you, with your podcast, being consistent with it, like brings the stuff up. Yes, first time, you know what I'm saying, me and Rocky or me and Phil or me and Alex or me and Foggy did a show. You're right, it's probably 25 people. Probably couldn't have filled up Big Chief. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But now it's with Summer Walker, it's Cali Uchis, it's these different entities that now nationwide folks know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I like living simple though, so it's like it's definitely a balance, but yeah, like to me, again, it all goes back to the music. Music is always the muse.
Ann Jans definitely gave you your flowers. If you haven't watched Who Is Ann Jans, go back and watch that right here on the podcast. But she gave you your flowers. She's like, yo, you know, when she first took over the morning show, she's like, yo, Money was one of the first people I called, and he said, Money in his mind was like, Angie, you know, I don't feel like getting up early. She said, but, you know, it's you, one, and two, like, it's a big opportunity.
Yeah, no, for sure. And shout out to her, like, in DC, I remember we walked and talked, and she kind of like changed my mindset on it, because I'm one of those folks where it's like it's never really about the money, but it's about what makes sense for me. And waking up in the morning did not make sense. Me leaving, getting off at 3 a.m. did not make sense for me. But at the same time, just
hello, you talking to a guy?
But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where, as we know with the research, you listen, being on a morning show.
I mean, the morning show, that's your NFL. That's as big as you can get.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that I can have that on my resume now, I didn't want to move to Atlanta, so I respectfully, I was like, nah, I can't move to Atlanta.
Smart.
But outside of that, you know, like it just showed again, like being able to learn on the fly. I never, you know, I've done hosting on air while I'm spinning, but that was a whole nother.
Oh yeah, it's a different morning show. Is a different beach. And as a guy who's been on morning show for over 10 decades, so like, it's a lot. I'm
gonna tell you what's funny, right? Even during that time, I used to fly in. I was still working on Wale's album when I first started that.
Wow.
So I used to do my parties, come and get a little little cat nap, relax, you know, a little cat nap, you know what I'm saying, and then go and do the station to the most of my ability, get some more sleep.
Half sleep, 6 to 10 a.m.
Friday would hit. Friday, as soon as I get off the air, I would take the 2 p.m. DCA to LA, go work on the album for 2 days, get on the 445, LA to DC. It's on Sunday, so I would land whatever 3:30 or whatever in the morning, Monday morning, or 2 Monday morning, and go and do it all over
to the station.
And I did this for 18 months.
And people understand that's the level of dedication it takes to be DJ Money.
Yeah.
People see the success of DJ Money in anybody you name, Angie, anybody you name. But people don't understand when I always say my principles have been hard work, dedication, and consistency.
Absolutely.
But recently I've added the word discipline to it. Because a lot of people are hard working when you're being paid. You're dedicated when you're being celebrated. Or you're consistent when you're winning.
Yeah.
The discipline happens when you got to be consistent when you're not winning.
Facts.
You got to be hardworking when the money's not there.
Facts.
Or disciplined when no one's, or dedicated when the likes and the comments and people don't see it.
Yeah, and no one knew I was doing that.
That's a level of discipline that most people don't see. So another round of applause for DJ Money. One question I always love to just shake the table up.
Okay.
If DJ Money had to answer.
Okay.
And I'm warning you now, before you answer this, somebody's gonna be mad at you.
I'm sure.
Okay. Who are, and you remember it's 4 in Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Who are the top 4 Mount Rushmore DJs?
Not include myself.
I'm asking the question. I'm not
going to include myself. I'm not going to include myself.
Top 4 Mount Rushmore DJs of the DMVs. DC, DMV, whatever you want to call it, depending on who you argue, of all times.
Wow.
What 4 get the crown?
Iron, of course.
Iron. Did you say?
Analyze, I gotta those two. Analyze, man, if you never had a chance, please, you know what I'm saying?
I always tell Analyze, a lot of my cue points, I stole from Analyze. He's the first one I would hear that start the motto from, now you want to start over, then you want to
Bro, sometimes,
boom, I'm like, sometimes, I stole that from you.
Sometimes when he's in the party, I'll do stuff that he did and look at him like, how'd I do? Nah, but
so Iron 1, Analyze 2. Next 2.
Dang, man, because Iron, Analyze, I gotta throw CeeLo. I gotta throw CeeLo just because he literally, again, growing up, that's who I was listening to. I couldn't always hear Flex, and then when I found out that Flex stole the bomb from him, I was like, "Oh, this is insane."
So Iron's your number 1 for various reasons.
Absolutely. I mean,
hosting, DJing, skill wise.
Absolutely.
Analyze your number 1, number 2 for, I would say, clean.
Yeah, he's super clean.
Cuts, turntablism.
Yeah,
music knowledge
for sure, and also too just. He was one of the first people I felt like cared about the high quality nature of the files when we switching over. A lot of people don't speak on that, but you knew in a club we could hear the difference.
Oh, the MP3 when it's bad, we know.
and the crowd don't realize that they hear the difference, but
until Analyze plays.
Yeah, CeeLo just because of impact.
Yes,
impact for sure,
and turntablism.
Yeah, and turntablism.
One of the best. Recipe CeeLo, by the way.
For sure.
The super funk regulated.
CeeLo.
You got one more on Mount Rushmore. One more.
This is tough, man. Cause I can't not act like you didn't go crazy. But also I study so many others like Exclusive and Precise and damn. Yeah, somebody is about to be mad at me. I ain't gonna lie.
This is where your text goes off.
Yeah, somebody is about to be mad at me. Let me think. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on.
Go on, man. No matter which way you answer it, somebody gonna text you.
No, for sure. But I'm just trying to think of who really impacted me. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Just because he's really my guy. And also, we did so much together, and he's a risk taker like me. I'm gonna put Spencer Tracy on mine.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm gonna put Spencer on.
Shout out to Spencer Tracy, another dope DJ, man.
Yeah, I feel like I said, it's so funny now because I always feel like I'm reinventing myself in a way, coming back and forth here, just because a lot of the new party goers don't know us. We be a SOS. I know it's a lot of people that come up to you from here? I'll never be. That is always. It's funny. Everyone thinks the 2 things I love about spinning the most is people finding out about you, and of course the crowd going crazy. Those are the two things like that I love. I love a person that never heard of me that comes up and is like, yo, you gotta come to DC more, man. Like, you ever been here? Like, this your first time spending here? Like, that's my favorite. Those are my favorite things. So yeah, I say that because, like I said, Spencer is one of those ones, man, that me and him, not even offside of like feel good and yes, like I'll pop my shit a little bit. Like we made Rose Bar what it was. Niggas
Facts.
say whatever it is. We made Rose Bar what it was.
Spencer
Feel
Tracy
good.
and DJ Money.
Yeah, feel good. Saturday day party. Stop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Stop. You know what I'm saying? But me
Oscar,
yeah.
I met.
Yeah, so me and him just kind of, he was one of the few folks that really challenged me musically.
And DJs. I remember he booked me for a Feel Good party. I'm like,
oh, absolutely.
I remember him saying, like, Quick, you're going to love it. Because everything you play with us, you don't have to play here.
Yeah. And I remember you being there that night and you heard us like play like Nerd and you was like, I'm playing old school. You're like, I said, bro, just play.
I want to do this.
Yeah. So and also too, I really feel like we really kind of like that, and like Marvin Mondays really changed the dynamic of like musicality.
Feel good music.
Yeah. To come back.
One thing you shout out Sos, man. Mimi, Sos family.
Of course, come on, that's fair.
Because that's why I love Sos.
Yeah.
Sos is like Marvin's meets Feel Good meets Park meets. Like it's that in between where you can go in there. I always tell people I've been in Sos playing reggae for 2 hours. Yes,
but I've also been in Sos playing hip hop for 2 hours. Like legit hip hop. I did a Jay-Z party there where I literally played Jay-Z for 3 hours.
If you haven't been to Sos on the Friday, like shout out Mimi. Like when I say it's such a fun party because I feel like for years and decades, DC, you think of all the #1 clubs that you almost know what you're going to get. Yeah. Because it's a formula that works. It's the big hits. Yeah, it's the current music. Of course. A lot of it, everybody wants to go younger now, so it's a lot of just the same. But Sos was like, I remember my first time playing at Sos, I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God again. Yeah. Like I remember one night, no bullshit, it's like 1 o'clock, I'm playing Britney Spears. At 1 a.m. Yeah. Where any other club, I'm getting cursed out or nobody's dancing. And at 1 o'clock, everybody's dancing and singing. Then there's Afrobeat for a half hour, reggae for a half hour, trap music, new music, old school, go-go. Yeah. Jill Scott. Yeah, literally, you can play
whatever. Shout out to Sos, man.
Shout out to Sos.
By the summertime, you know what I'm saying? You can tell it now. Me and Quick, we got on it early. Yep. So by the summertime, when the line is crazy,
it's already crazy.
We don't know nobody.
Right. and they were smart because every floor is a different DJ. So energy, you got basement. Absolutely. If you want all Afrobeat or reggae, you can go ahead. If you want open format, you can go ahead. If you want it's a
and the crowd has changed, man. Like the crowd has changed. Like as you know, 3 years ago, it was very like turn up, just this and
turn up bottle service.
And Afrobeat really kind of opened the dance floor back up. And now we're kind of getting to the point of like, okay, like let's really go musical and let's see what happens. And people aren't afraid to have fun again. Like that's crazy.
I feel like we just gave Sos a 2-minute infomercial.
Yeah, we did.
But that's definitely one of the spots. As any DJ, shout out to my man Shindig. Like that's the one party with DJs.
Bo's there too.
DJs like, yo, we go ahead and we have fun. Because like you play whatever you want, and no matter what it is, people are going to sing and dance. It's not about the bottle service. It's literally about if you want to have fun, sing and dance for 5-6 hours straight.
100%.
Sos is definitely the spot right now.
Yeah.
All right, before I wrap this up, I always say the purpose of the Who Is podcast was one, of course, to find out who is DJ Money, find out things about your life and your career that most people who think they knew Money did not know. And I'm praying for somebody watch this and they be like, damn, I didn't know that about Money. Or damn, I didn't know this. But more importantly, it's about giving DJs their flowers. Yeah. Like that was really my reasoning for starting this podcast because I always say you have so many dope DJs in the world like DJ Money who never really gets his flowers now. It's either unfortunately when you pass or you get old, you fall off or just something and then everybody, Money was there. So if nobody has told you recently, which I know they have, like DJ Money, definitely one of my favorite DJs. One DJ, and like you say, a lot of people didn't know about that 07 to 2011, where it was literally quick money, quick money, quick. Like, it depends on where you at.
It depends on the day. Cause we didn't even talk about like Griffith Cities.
Oh my God.
We didn't even get to all that.
Nigga, not just that, nigga, us at Park.
Oh man.
Like,
when the booth was on the 4th floor.
Right, like.
Oh, can we listen? I gotta do it.
What?
I gotta do it.
What, regular music?
Yes. I gotta do it.
Hey, real quick to my producer Larry, because he said we gotta wrap it up. But no, we have to. We have to touch this. So real quick, we didn't talk about everything, but one thing that me and Money we got when we finally started working together on a weekly basis. Yeah. We started Thursdays at Park and Fridays at Park. Yep. So Thursdays and Fridays, QuickSilva, DJ Money, we are like I don't want to say house DJs, but we're the premier DJs. Yep. So we're the headliners, the closers. And we got so many Park stories, by the way. Like that'll be a whole nother hour.
Yeah. The Nas party.
I'm gonna touch on real quick one thing, and you touch on one thing. So I'm gonna give you the regular music one. I'm gonna give you the night where we're at Park together, and Nas is there.
Oh, you gonna do that one? Okay. Yeah, that's a different one. Yeah, remember, that's 2 different times.
Oh my God! So this is funny. And Larry, you gotta give me another 10 minutes or so. So right now,
that's 2 different times.
So we're at Park one Friday, and Nas is there. And
by the way, it's the same DJ. We're not even gonna do this. We're not gonna do that.
We're not gonna say his name.
Same DJ though.
Yeah, same DJ. Yeah. We're not gonna say his name.
No.
Like this out of protection for him because he actually is really a good DJ.
No, he's a good dude. Like
turntablist and producer wise. And I know he's watching. Like, please don't say my name.
No, we're not gonna say.
We're not gonna say your name. We're not gonna say your name, but we know who you are.
Crazy.
He's one of the house DJs at Park as well. With us. And at one point, some of the managers they were arguing you were better than me in Money, which was
shout out to you.
Right, shout out to you. So Nas is there, and I want to say I wasn't supposed to play until like 12, 1 o'clock, whatever.
No, we both. The funny thing about that
we were
night,
off the night.
You had your stuff on you. Yeah. We were off.
So yes, that makes the story even that better. We came there to see Nas.
Yes, it was his birthday.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Again, you just reminded me.
Nas.
So now remind you, Nas is having a big party at Park, and they booked DJ.
Kenny's hosting.
Kenny Burns is hosting.
So
this is a big night at Park.
Because remember, this is an off night. That's what it was. That's why it was
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, it was an off night.
So I got my laptop. You got your laptop, but we're not supposed to pay. Me and Money are there as patrons and supporters of Park, and more importantly, to see Nas.
Of course.
So, and I know Nas. You know Nas. Yeah. So now, Nas has an album that just came out. This is a PSA for any DJ. If you know for a fact you're about to DJ an album release or birthday party for an artist, and you know the album just dropped, make sure you download not just that album, just download the whole catalog.
Hero was the single. Yeah. I never will forget this.
Download the whole catalog because you never know what song he or she might want. Because I've had these moments in my earlier career where I fucked up. So we're giving you the cheat code.
Of course.
Download everything because you never know what they might know.
Please.
So now he's playing whatever song he's playing, and Nas is rocking, the crowd's rocking. So he asked for one of the new songs, and he didn't have it.
Let me say this. Nas at first, he just said, nah, give me something new.
Yeah.
So he plays Hero again. Mind you, he already played Hero. Played Hero again. Now Kenny starts looking up.
Right.
And he's like,
play something else. So now, he said play something else. He looks like, I want to say look at us like,
I have it. Yes, I don't have it.
So now, this is when he dropped the ball at. Oh my God. He panics. So he panics and he puts on If I Rule the World. I remember it. So Nas, and once again, one of my favorite records. But right now, I want something new. She's like, no, we get back to the old stuff. Yo, play whatever song he asked for.
He starts it again.
He starts Hero again.
Hey, I say this every time. I swear, Mark might have jumped from the 3rd floor to the 4th. I don't know how he got up there so fast.
So now Mark is up there.
Shorty, what the fuck are you doing, Shorty?
What the fuck, Shorty? He gonna fucking leave. Stop playing that same fucking record. He asked for one of the new records. Play one of the fucking new records.
Do you remember what you said when you got on?
Hold on. Hold on. Okay. So now Mark is letting him have it, and now the crowd realizes something's wrong.
Yeah.
Because now the music's been off for like a minute, and 60 seconds in the club is a long time.
By the way, he plays hero again. He plays hero again, y'all.
He plays hero again. At this point, we hate hero. We hate it at this point.
He's not the hero, just to let y'all know.
So now he plays hero again, and Mark Bonds is looking at me and Money. Be like, nigga, we off.
Yeah.
We off. So I'm
like, you got your bag, though. Yeah.
I got my bag. So shout out to, I'm going to tell you who was there. It was Cat and Maddie.
Okay, yeah.
Cat and Maddie were there because I remember both of them coming up to me like, "Oh my God, thank you."
Yeah.
At this point, Mark is livid.
Oh yeah,
the club is back. Kenny Burns is embarrassed. Everybody's embarrassed.
Kenny stopped hosting.
Right, I'm done. You're like, you're embarrassed. Nas done sat down. The crowd is pissed. So now I go get my bag, and yes, looking back at hindsight, I was a little bit of an asshole.
It was good though. I always give prizes with prizes. It was good.
I get on the mic, and I say, "Hey Nas. No worries. Quicksilva's here now."
No. That's not what you said. You said, listen, I'm not sure who played before me or who's going to play after me. But we going to have some fun tonight. Nas, don't worry. I got you. Made you look from the gun.
Made you look from the gun. Boom. The crowd erupts. So at this point, the crowd erupts. And then Nas looks at me like, and he gets on the mic. He said, "Quick." I said, "Yep, I got you. Quicksilva's here."
And you had the album.
I had the album. So now we go through the whole album, and at this point, now we got him.
Yeah.
He only wanted 1 or 2 songs.
Yeah.
We ended up performing for an hour damn it. So now we go through the whole new catalog, all his old hits. I mean, it got to a point now where it was like, all right, so we can get back to the part. We gave you a full-fledged concert.
Right, yeah, that was
I remember at that point, I want to say Cat and Maddie came up to me. Maddie brought me a drink. Maddie was like, "Nigga, you deserve a drink." You just saved the night. And Cat was like, "Good job."
Yeah, that shit was good. That was
one of my memorable nights at Park.
I'll never forget that. I was like, "Yo, that was."
Give me the regular music.
Regular music. That was where same person, different floor, which is wild. Somehow, me and you ended up coming at the club at the same time again. This night we was working though. Mm-hmm. This night we was working. We just got there early for whatever reason. It might have been like a game on or something. I don't know. We get there. Next thing you know, he's like, "Yo, let's go check on bro downstairs." We go downstairs together. We kicking it. He's playing music. Mark just comes in, pushes us out the way. He goes, "Yo, what the fuck you doing, shawty?" He's like, "Yo, we just I'm playing the music." "Yo, nigga, stop playing this bullshit. Nigga, play some regular fucking music, nigga." He was like, "All right, bet." So then again, we sitting there chilling. He changes the song. 5 minutes later, Mark comes back. No, nigga, regular music, regular fucking music. And I'm like, "Yo, what's
regular music?"
Yeah. He said, "Where's regular music?" And I go, type in regular. Type in regular, nigga. Do something. Yo, that was the funniest shit. And he looking at me, he's like, "Yo," I said, "Yo, just type in regular, do something, bro." Like,
so he wants to save him.
Oh my God, he wants to save him. Hey, what song should I play? Nigga,
we don't know.
We don't know, nigga. I've never even heard this nigga ask for regular music. What's regular music? I don't know, nigga.
God.
Oh man, yo, that was 2 of the funniest times at Park, man. I was like, "Yo, I gotta bring that up here." I was like, "Yo,"
my God,
because every time it's so funny for the longest
That's
time.
Our ongoing joke.
Every time when I see Quick, he's like, "Tonight you gonna play some
regular music, right? Because you're wearing Mark mouth.
You know, play some regular music, bro." That shit was hilarious. But yeah, man.
Like I said, we gotta do a part 2 and bring Mark Bonds in here, and we. Like,
oh my goodness,
the park stories we have. Yeah, like you gotta think. I've been there for 18 years, which is unheard of.
Yeah, that's
right. Like I might, and as a DJ, I know we gotta wrap it up, but as a DJ, I want to argue, and correct me if I'm wrong, that I know of. Is there any other DJ in this area, DC, Baltimore area, any area?
Well, first of all, clubs don't last that long.
That's right. So, am I the only person that can say I successfully have been at a venue for 18 years straight, and not just there for 18 years.
As a performer
at Park, but also at a venue that's been number 1 in the market for that long.
I think you can say that because you gotta stand. Not only do clubs don't last, but also super clubs and lounges are kind of dead. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of like the last little thing. Of course, Mark's so smart. He's pivot. It's a restaurant. You know what I'm saying?
Mark is, he's figured it out.
Yeah. So, but Yeah, I mean, because there's no other spot that even would last that long.
So now you got to go back and redo your Mount Rushmore and give QuickSilva my crown, because there's no other DJ.
That's
even
good.
the guys you named.
Quick is good, yo. Let me tell you something. Quick, this is why we competitive with stuff all the time.
Because nobody on your list has been anywhere for 18 years. Nobody.
That's good.
So now you got to redo.
We gonna add a fifth.
QuickSilva's on his Mount Rushmore.
I love that.
All right, man. Once again, man, who is DJ Money, man? Any last words? Anything you want to plug while we got you?
Listen, man. At DJ Money, Foggy Raw album, the end of the month. Alex Vaughn new music coming. Phil Ide new music coming. I got new music coming. Wale album out now. I appreciate the love, y'all. I appreciate everybody that supported me for years. Folks that just finding out about me. Hello.
Right.
I've been here. Other than that, man, have some fun. And shout out to you, man, just being consistent with this and keep going with this. And of course, I appreciate you even, reaching out to, I don't do podcasts and interviews, stuff like that.
You sound like Aunt Jan. Aunt Jan said, you might be the first podcast I've ever done, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But I do appreciate it. And just a simple fact of when you see us, respect us.
Facts, man.
When you see us, respect us. It's not a thing of being too much, you know what I'm saying? It's about knowing your worth and make sure that you know it, especially in this space, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to say I appreciate the love to everybody. Right. That's all.
I definitely, because both of us are shit talkers.
Yeah.
In closing, I'll just say, I would arguably put DJ QuickSilva and DJ Money up against anybody.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, come on, absolutely. I always tell people,
whoever your favorite DJ is,
yeah, for sure.
Just pick them.
Yeah, do it.
They better than Quick or Money.
And pick the venue.
And rocking a party. Yeah, you really want to put them against up. Like
pick the venue.
We'll put Money up on this one.
Oh, I will.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, enough shit talking. That's not what Who Is is about. But once again, man, Who Is DJ Money? Prayerfully, you now got a little bit of the insight who DJ Money is. Of course, a new episode drops every Friday at noon like clockwork. And every day you're gonna see 3-4 shorts. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Shout out to my guy behind the scenes, Larry. Hit him up, man, because if you want to book the podcast studio, like I already mentioned, you can now book the podcast studio. It's not just for me. Book you a session, start you a podcast. We can teach you everything from how to start to how to finish. All right, you know what it is. QuickSilva, Who Is DJ Money? You've been informed. I see you back next week, same time, same place.